walking right by me like it's nothing. Fuck you thinking. I saw you feeling me across the room. Now let me have you come here. Can we skip the games and the 3-day text? Oh baby, you have got nothing to fear. Do you fuck with me or am I losing it? Trying to make things clear. Let me take you to my place. Just leave the talking to me and open up, you'll see that I wanna take you back to my place. Just take a walk with me so everyone can see us. What if I told you that I knew I'd figure it out without a doubt? I say, so get those eyes on me from across the room. Oh, let me have you come here. Can we skip the games and the 3-day text? Oh, baby, you have got nothing to fear. Don't fuck with me or am I losing it? Trying to make things clear. Neutron! Is she for real? I'm looking at you, walking right by me like it's nothing. Fuck you thinking. Let me take you to my place. Just leave the talking to me and open up, you'll see that I wanna take you back to my place. Just take a walk with me so everyone can see us. Let me take you to my place. Let me take reliving my past in places I've known to call home. And even if I could recover, I still wouldn't have a reason to stay here. No, I would keep running from who I am now, desperately looking for someone to heal me. Please make yourself appear from the mist. I know I can see you now, I can't refuse. Please make your way out of the dark now. Make me believe that I still have reason to stay here. I'm lost without you. I'll move every mountain here for you. Let it go, just let it go. I want us to go where we last held on. I'll fall without you, right to the ground beneath the grass I'll lay. My bones will shed the tears I left, leaving the memory we once shared. I'll be the one who says sorry for the life I gave you then. I'll come out the dark now. Make me believe that I still have a reason to stay. Family, welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. What is good, my family? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Let me see you throw those A's in the chat right away. If you can hear your boy speak, go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away if you can hear your boy speak, man. What is up, team? What is up? What is up? I gotta bring up this fucking chart, man, because this chart is doing some shit that we talked about, and I'm not even sure if you remember, but here it is, man. And I present to you, right? So the target number 1 and also target number 2 being met right before our freaking eyes, man. Welcome back, team. Welcome back, damn it, man. We are here. We are live, bro. Let's say what's up to the team, man. What's up, Queenie Baby up in there? What's up? Right, Christopher Dollar. What's up, man? Chad, Anna, I see you guys in there, man. What's up, Philip? Northwest Sasquatch. What's up, my bro? JD Nettles, Gnosis, Turbo. What's up, guys? Triangle, how you doing, man? How you doing? Loretta, what is good in the hood? Randall, what is up, my guys? Dude, come on, man. I love that we can be able to go over this analysis here, guys. I know that you've been catching the videos little by little. I thank you so very much for the deep attention, right, guys? Those videos have been getting thousands and thousands of views lately, so I'm excited, and I'm beyond stoked that we can be able to be presenting a different narrative for the retail community, guys. Let's look at price action in a different way, right? Outside of the speculation, outside of the FOMO, outside of the pump, straight within the mathematics and in the numbers, right, guys? Within statistics, right, guys? Let's go ahead and get this going, man. Please do me a favor, guys. Do me that strongest favor in the world, man. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the freaking channel, do everything again necessary to get this thing to really pop off, boy. Really good to see everybody in the chat, man. I am excited to be here, present and alive with all you, bro. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at these charts, man? Because I don't know, man. I don't know because we're popping the fuck off. That's why, right? But very good to see everybody in here. I see my boy Philippe coming in here, man. What is
is up? What is up, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys, man. Let's go. Let's go. DBMM is completely pumped, man. I am also completely pumped, guys. This is very good news, and I can't believe that it's actually happening for the team right now, man. Yes, yes. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is, of course, we're going to be starting with the big boy itself, right? With the king. And what do I mean by the king itself, man? I actually think that it would be appropriate for us to take a look at that ticker BTC, right? Of course, we also want to take a look at that ticker. Which one? We're going to take a look at XLM as well, man. Yes, we are, bro. So if we got XLM online, if we got BTC online, if we got XRP online, what else do we want to see, guys? Do you know anything else that we should be looking at? Should we be looking at Doge, right? I don't know, man, but we're going to be going over XRP because XRP right here, bro. Very good to see everybody in the chat, man. I know I'm lagging it a little bit here to get it started, man, but that is for a reason, right? I want to get the room filled up. I want to make sure that we can catch all of the team up in here, right? All good in the hood. Loai, what's up, man? What's up? Good to see you in there. You know what? I think that it's a good thing that you're actually asking me that question, guys. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose randomly, man. I'm going to randomly choose with your participation, that is, right? Randomly, I will be choosing here a few people to join the Arca Bulls trading team for absolutely free. So make sure to interact with the channel. Make sure to chill here with me, right? Make sure to come by and do your thing because I'll be calling your name out randomly and I will invite you to join the Arca Bulls trading team for a month for free. Okay, guys? And that is us trading the financial markets in a daily basis. Man, let's do it, man. Okay, so we got XRP in line here, man. Let's go ahead and just dip a little bit here on the fields, right? We're going to dip just a little bit in the volume of the fields. And let's take a look at what we have right up in here, guys. So, of course, BTC is going to be the one to kind of mitigate these moves. Yes, guys, we absolutely have some good news coming in for the XRP asset as well. I understand, right? We got the potential approvals coming in. Inauguration for the the presidential inauguration is coming in as well. What do we got? So tomorrow, remember, team, we also have CPI coming in, right, guys? So today, I'm not sure if you guys even know this, right? But BTC is responsive to macroeconomic data, things that the Fed would say, right? CPI, jobless claims, all of these things. BTC is responsive to, okay, guys? So if it does respond positively, that means that we're getting some pretty good reads. PPI, it came in with a good read, guys, and we are expecting CPI tomorrow. So the metric to look out for would be CPI year over year, and that is going to be the one to really give us that push towards the upside. Because why? Guys, CPI comes in with a beat that could give us a hint that the Fed may actually pause another round of interest rates, right, guys? If we can continue pausing, if we can continue if he can pivot, actually, man. Imagine he just brought it down just a little bit more. Ooh, dude, the markets would rip towards the upside. So we're already getting the indications of this, okay, guys? PPI came in good. Price action is moving up in a bunch of assets. That means that we're actually looking towards some positive potential CPI tomorrow, because in fact, guys, the Fed uses the PPI for continuation into the CPI's forward read. Okay, guys, so whatever is done today, whatever is said as far as interest rate cuts or whatever that is, remember that they are forward looking completely, and they actually pre-price that in just like the markets do, right? So if they switch it up, right, giving us a potential read of okay, we're going to go ahead and cut the rates, right? We're going to cut the rates by 25 bips. Remember that those changes that Jerome Powell makes, they won't be in effect, or we won't be able to see them until about 9 to 11 months down the road, right? Maybe even 10 to 13 months, right? So they are completely lagged indicators, but they are necessary. We absolutely have to catch them. We absolutely have to pay close attention, because if we're not paying attention to the macro whole, guys, we could be in trouble, right, guys? So this is why I'm saying to make sure to keep a keen eye on what the Fed has to say, okay, guys? But yes, we have CPI coming up, and we do have a little bit of we got a couple Fed speakers here and there, but this is going to be incredibly important tomorrow, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the continuation now for BTC, because, guys, you know what? I was speaking to the team just last night, right, in the private Discord. I was talking to them saying, you know what? I think I feel a little bit of weakness coming in for both XRP and BTC. BTC, right? So this could actually drop into the 86, 85, $84,000 zone, and we could be ripping from there, right? It could be one of those capitulation / terminal shakeouts, Wyckoff theory, right? A spring event right before this thing just knocks out to the upside. In fact, that's what it was. Complete shakeout here. Get the liquidity pool here from the shorts, right? Start FOMOing in those shorts and then just rip their freaking asses apart and bring this thing towards the upside, right, guys? So I didn't catch the 86, 85, or 84, very obviously, right? But we did catch that 88,000 bottom. And if it did happen, guys, in this fashion, we have now printed a new inflection zone, okay? So if we got to watch out for areas to completely try to stay away from, right? At least we got a little bit of a lower bound in this case, right? So, I mean, still, it feels a little weird that we're creating a lower low here, right? But still, this is now a new inflection zone that we can absolutely look out for. Daily time frame. Mark these targets, okay, guys? Because these are things that you're going to have to watch out for when trading things like XRP. It is incredibly important that we keep an eye on BTC. BTC is going to be the mitigator of price here moving forward and forever, okay, guys? As long as this thing is leading, as long as BTC is leading the price action like this, guys, it's pretty damn fucking heavy, you know what I mean? So let's just go ahead and see the potentials of continuation to the upside here from the more immediate short term, because I do see the thrust coming in from BTC and bleeding right into the XRP price action, right? And we still have about a 30-minute close. We still have 30 minutes to close the hourly bar, and this is indicating a potential little something holding on. Just hold up. We'll get there. Let's just see what BTC has to say. All right, guys, daily time frame on BTC opened up here about 3 hours ago. So we are now, 21 hours to close this daily time frame, and it's getting a little bit of a peekaboo right on that prior day high. So this is the current day price action that we just opened up, right? This is our prior days, and the range high on that prior day candle is located right at around 97,338. I will say that this is a critical resistance. We need to get above this area now. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you these resistance bounds in order for us to kind of determine where that full on resistance level could be. So I would say right about in here. This could be the more immediate short-term time frame area to kind of combat. Now remember this also, guys, there is typically a 60 to 70% chance that you'll get a 50%, 30 to 50% prior bar pullback. If that happens, you're going to be ready now, okay, guys? So this would happen after a little bit of a peekaboo prior day's high, right? We'll catch that prior day high, and then we would essentially come back down here, validate the supports, right? It could be right at around that 95,859. Secondary area near the 50% of the day would be around 95,358. If we get those targets there on BTC and we respect them, that's a symptom here for continuation towards the upside. Let's use volatility versus momentum now to kind of gauge us and see what strength we have from the immediate short term. Let's kind of get granular here, right? Pull up the 15-minute time frame and see how we're doing with this analysis, right? Okay, guys, so yeah, this is looking like we're getting that pullback just like we're talking about, right? A little bit of expansion here within that volatility metric. Remember that, guys, you know what? I know that there's a few of you in here that may not understand what this volatility read is, so I'm just going to give it to you as simple as it is, okay, guys? Think of this as acceleration. If this thing is pivoted towards the upside, meaning expansion, that does not mean necessarily that price action is going up. It just means that there are more market participants within the trade, right? So we're talking about both buyers, both sellers, whatever it is creating a market. It is volatile in the market. It's expanding. That means acceleration, right, guys? Now, of course, the opposite end, right? Contracting towards the downside, that would be deceleration. So we're taking that pedal off we're taking the foot off the pedal, right? Now, what gives you the direction though, what gives you the bias for either continuation upside or downside would be stochastic momentum, okay, guys? So 15-minute time frame right now, we're expanding towards the upside, right? We're catching that slope. That means we're accelerating, right? And we have downside on the 15-minute. That means acceleration downward, okay, guys? So how much time do we have of downside? That's what we need to figure out. So this is how we figure out the entry zones, okay? We cascade. We use the domino effect within time frames, okay? So 15-minute time frame downside. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame, right? 30-minute time frame is accelerating as well, right? Volatility upside, and we're catching a little bit of that curvature there, right? We're catching that curvature within both of the EMA3 and SMA14 that's causing pressure towards the downside too for the immediate short term. Remember, 30-minute time frame. This downside here would be just a to pick up the bulls and then continue towards the upside, right, guys? Hourly time frame. We're catching, I would say, you know what, about an hourly's worth of downside from here, except that the SMA 14 has a little bit of a kink in there, so I don't like that it's not perfectly upside. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that we still have a little more to go, okay, guys? So I would say just about 2 hours worth of downside. We just opened up the buy hourly time frame, so let's go ahead and quantify that, right? So we'll pull up one of my algorithms here, guys, and this is available to you if you do join the Arca Bulls trading team. Of course, it's free. You'll just go into the ABT scripts at the bottom of the server as soon as you get in, and then you just copy the open source and put it right into your TradingView platform, right, guys? But this is data cells, and this is going to give us the metrics, right? So we are looking at a current ATR of about $1,029, and this is going to tell us here, guys. This is going to tell us how we can move XRP as well, okay, guys? So $1,029 on that buy hourly time frame means that we can get a current ATR low of about 96,276. Okay, 92,276 would be located right at about, man, is it 96,000 or 90? Yeah, 96,000. 273, it's kind of fluctuating, right, guys? So 96,273 would be right around this area here. So if we're looking at this point here, what could it be? Why is that there? So let's go ahead and see what the 96,273 could even mean. Okay, guys, so right here, 96,002, at this point right here, take a look at this massive bar that's located right at about that target, right? So 96,162 is located there. This bar is also, and right in here, we have 95,917. I would say this is our bound for support. Okay, guys, that's going to be, that's usually the way we do it, right? The math says a certain target, we respect raw price action, historical price, and that's how we gain our edge, right? This is our area here for potential loading in BTC. This is telling you here that it would be a short-lived downside before upside even in XRP, okay, guys? So let's go ahead and just mark this off here because I know that some of the people around are going to want to ask for these targets later on, okay, guys? So here we go. And I guess, you know what? I guess if I can give you any more... I guess an emergency target, right? If it does continue towards the downside, meaning like a wick below this area here for continuation, I would say 50% of this day would be located in, I guess it's completely in concert here with this top side, right? We have some resistance and it really is rhyming. So I'll give you that bound there too. Okay, guys. So this would be the potential bottom side of your current range. So I would say just about like this, 95,382 to 95,563. These are the two areas here that I would consider long positions for, and this would be really in the immediate short term. Okay, guys. So this means a very short-lived downside, and I will say this out loud: do not overstay your welcome short on this play. No, do not overstay your welcome short, guys, because if you do, you may actually get your ass handed to you in a platter. Okay, guys, this is not what you want to do. You don't want to short an asset here that's actually freaking freight training all the way up, right? So don't do that. Okay, guys. So this is so far what I'm observing here. Critical resistance is located within this area here, but I expect a continuation to the upside, and I'm just going to validate that upside real quick before we get on that XRP asset. So let's go ahead and take a look at volatility versus momentum. Now, continuing from the 4-hour time frame, that's giving us a little bit of a pullback here, right? Validating these potential downsides mathematically. 6-hour time frame, same situation, right? A little overcooked, right? We're still getting a little bit of upside left, which means that we would likely come back down and retrace on the bar. Okay, guys. 8-hour time frame, still giving us a little bit of weakness, but this is right where it could end. There we go. Check it out. Massive volatility spike about to cross over the moving average, and we have the bias straight to the upside on the 12-hour time frame. Guys, I do think that we're going to be coming down into this target here. The higher probability target would be 95,003 to 95,005. Right at about this point of BTC, I do think that the markets could completely shift and continue on to the upside. Okay, guys. So what I'm saying here is do not buy the top right now. Kind of wait up because there could be even a little bit of a drop here within XRP as well, considering the BTC price. Okay, guys. So remember, take a screenshot here because this is usually what I end up doing for my team as well. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this thing just like this, right? Take that screenshot. screenshot, and inside of my chat here in the Discord, I'm going to go ahead and put that there so that I can add it later into the Arca's plays of the week, right, guys? So remember, you can join the Arca Bulls trading team by hitting this link in the. You know what? I don't even know that I can actually do it, right? But I'll go ahead and add it there for a little bit later, guys. You can find it in the description below for now. All right, XRP. What is it saying, and what is it gonna do? Okay, guys. So 25 minutes left. Could it be the only time frame left that we have, though? So 25 minutes left to clean to give us a close of this hourly time frame. Let's see. The bi-hourly time frame still has some time. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1 hour, 3 hours about to close as well. This is a good thing. Okay, guys, hold on. I want to just make sure that is the last one. Okay, it is, guys. So the 1 hour and 3 hour are actually giving us a bit of a close. What could happen here? Here's your first thing to notice, okay? I speak to you guys about this all the time. My master students already know this, okay? A 3 hour time frame candle would actually start to diminish. It would start to decompress its momentum when it approaches roughly around 9 minutes to its close. Okay, now I would say that this one is a little bit closer. The 3 hour time frame does have a bit of a like, it's kind of like a gooch. It's kind of like a nether region in between time frames, right? So the 4 hour time frame gives you about I'd say 15 to 20 minutes. 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour bars, 15 to 20 minutes before they close. They decompress to their 50% or decompress to their 50%, depending on the direction of the direction of the asset, right? In this case here, guys, we're very close to the 3 hour time frame. I think that this is getting really close to decompress to its 50%. Now, the 50% of this bar would be located right at around here at around 274. So let's kind of just start to remember these targets. Okay, so let's put in here 274. In fact, we could even validate it by putting a little box here and understanding or agreeing within us if it is actually the 50%. Well, it looks like it's actually 273.99. So yes, 274. Okay, guys. So there is the 50% of the 3 hour time frame. Now, if we are getting the hourly time frame to close as well, that means that 7 to 9 minutes to closing this hourly bar, we could be experiencing an upside. So this is decompressed downward. This is likely to continue towards the upside, resist at around that 281, right? That 281 could be the reason for this thing to find its resistance and then continue to the downside. Okay, guys? Now, this would be also a little tiny bar, and it would also be a shooting star. Okay, guys? So that would mean upside here, potential. Do not short this. Okay, guys? This would be your. I'm giving you how the bears play it. Remember, if you know me, you've been seeing me here for years. You know that I'm a short bias trader, and I am giving you literally the short play, so you know what the bears are doing ahead of time. Okay, guys? I am going to display to you the bear play because I fucking would play it that same way myself. Okay? So the bear play is this: bulls, pay attention, or else you will get trampled. All right? Do not get faked out. Do not get faked out, because the bears do something called a peekaboo, okay? This is called a liquidity grab, and it's called a trap, all right? So make sure that if price action starts to bust up out of here at a 280, you're thinking to yourself, clear skies ahead? No, not yet. You are now within a liquidity pool, okay, guys? This liquidity pool is full of people that are currently waiting for price action to continue above here and into new highs when it's not yet the case. All right. I'm not saying that it's not going to do it. I'm just telling you that usually the bears load up right there, right? Because that's where you are, and that's where we can take the liquidity from the bulls. Okay. So make sure to not get faked out here, because there could be a peekaboo in here right at the open of the new bar, even in this bar here when it starts to reach that 9 minute retrace. Okay, guys, 7 to 9 minutes on an hourly, bi-hourly, and 3-ish hour bar. Okay, guys. All right. So now the 3 hour bar is actually just kind of hovering in here, right, guys? You can see that the top end of this 3 hour bar is 283. Wait for it, because we're hovering here for a reason. If we go now to the more immediate short-term time frame, back down to maybe 5 minutes, you're going to catch something that's called decreasing volume, and this would be a bearish divergence. How do I know this? Well, check this out. Price action leads towards the upside, right? As long as price is leading towards the upside, but wait, you're catching declining volume, ascending price, okay? That is your clear indication, and that's one hint that many bulls don't pay attention to, that us bears do take advantage of, okay? So remember, if you are not a bear player in this game, please know and listen now, because this is your chance here to understand how the bear play is done. I am an ambidextrous trader, but I didn't even know I was being trained fucking bearish from my mentor when I first started. Luckily for me, he did, right? So now, now we're here and we know this fucking play on the short side and we know the play on the long side, okay, guys? So heads up, do not get faked out here, team. I do think that this would be a unique situation here on the 5-minute time frame. This is a bearish formation that we're kind of experiencing right now. So let's go ahead and put this is your little coloring book head and shoulders formation. Okay, guys. So we have a little, Crown calls it a herpy derpy, right? So the herple derple here would give us some implied targets to the downside. Okay, guys. So this would be the way to measure that, right? So find the neckline here for your formation, and then get yourself to identify the center of the center of the body, right? And then also give us the top of the head. Make sure to get that trend line from the top all the way down to the neckline here. Then apply it to the downside. But remember, this is a bear play, but it has reason for the bulls to trap the bears pretty soon. We're not there yet, guys. All right. So this would mean that we would actually bring price action down. I would say right at around the center of this of the shoulder, right? That would bring price action down to around 273.37. But wait up. What was the target that I asked you to remember just about 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago? You guys remember what that target was? It's written right there, man. Let me see you throw it in the chat right now. If you remember the target that I said, start remembering these targets here, because you're going to start to see them rhyme real quick. All right, guys, so I'm going to give it to you one more time. The target that you're expecting is actually written right here. I said, now that we can start, that's right, Garth, it's 273, 274, right? So if we are expecting price action to the downside, that's right, guys, that's right, man. You guys are paying attention. I'm super happy about that. Thumbs up for you. Massive kudos for you guys, man. Let's fucking go, okay? So if that means that we're going to be catching a 274, now we have two reasons to get down to that target. What was the first reason in the first place? Statistics, volatility versus momentum. Your averages were leading towards a potential 274 bottom based around a 3-hour time frame retrace. 50% prior bar, right? 50% prior bar right at around that 50%. It's not only the stats, not only the averages, but also your 3-hour time frame closure on this bar, which I'm going to remind you, okay, guys? Look at it like this, okay? Like this. We take this box from here. We measure that whole 3-hour bar, go to the 50%, and where are we there? Interesting the way that math can work against psychology. Okay, we are merging different strategies to validate the continuation to find the target. Okay, guys, this is something I teach in strategies. These are called buy formations, try formations, right? We can use the breakdowns and we can use the implied targets and the price objectives based on psychological formations and averages regarding retraces, right, guys? Average true range is a different type of volatility that we can use to our advantage. The markets are full of numbers, guys. The markets are full of numbers. And I will say this, volatility, this is where people get a little confused. Yes, these are technicals, right? But I'm using more statistics than anything else. Some people will oppose this and they will say, you can't chart whatever XRP is doing. You can't chart this because the whales of this, because the whales of that. But guys, who are the whales, right? Who are the whales? They're people, right? They're people. They're also behaving here. So with volatility, specifically volatility, you can tell when they were not active. You can also tell when they were very active. These are iterations. Every single time they were inactive or really active, that leads to an average, a statistical behavior. So that we can catch the anomalies and understand that there's an average behavior between these whales at around these times or at around so times. And that's the way I teach my students, guys. I teach them to observe linear volatility. Why? Because I was trained by an institutional trader. Because I have experience from a market maker. Right, guys? That's why I am able to give this to you. Because this is the way the institutions and market makers look at price based on volatility. Where's the liquidity zone? Where is the liquidity pocket? It's not about we're gonna short the hell out of the retail right here. No, it's not about that. It's just about where's demand. Where is the pocket for money? That is what the market makers want. That's all. That's all. Is where is the pocket? And also, if there is a reason for us to bring price towards a certain area, then we'll create the market there in other ways, okay, guys? So this is what I've been saying here, guys, for a long time. I want you guys to know that this is just typical behavior, okay, guys? So now we are well within the 15 to 20 minute average, okay, guys? We're getting close here to, this is what I meant, okay? This is what I meant. Right around that 15 to 20 minute time frame, there could be a fake out getting close to the top. We are right there making that upside, okay, guys? Heads up, because we are now observing what I explained to you about 10 minutes ago live, okay, guys? Watch out. Watch out, because remember that it's not a perfect statistic. It is 60 to 70% of the time you'll get a prior bar pullback, right? So we're about 15 minutes to close this bar here. This is around when we're starting to create that peekaboo, and I'm telling you, do not get faked out. Be very careful, because this is the way the bears kind of play it. That's just the way the song kind of goes, okay, guys? So now let's go ahead and continue with the analysis here and see what kind of crap this thing did, because let's see, when is the 4-hour time frame closing? Oh my goodness, we still have some time for that 4 hour to close. It's okay. We have massive volatility expansion with a huge upside bias. Guys, I gotta tell you this, there was a situation here to where we made another upside that was very similar to the one that we're facing now. Take a look at the upside here on, which was it, December 31st, right, all the way up to January 3rd. We created massive, which, by the way, this was the entry here for, if you guys remember, fucking throw those A's in the chat, right, for catching that entry at 190, and then also the entry before that at 140. Congratulations for still holding with the fucking Arca bulls, guys. And if you remember, throw the A in the chat if you still have your position from fucking 58 cents, where we told you this thing is likely to go into $3, guys. And here we are, right? Here we are, man. We're doing very good. So make sure, guys, to hit the description below. Make sure to get in the Arca Bulls trading team. Make sure to remind yourself to get into the Arca Bulls mentorship program for beginners, and it would be beginners charting and trading, okay, guys? So that's going to be in this email here, and then we're going to go ahead and stop the fucking shilling here and continue with massive price action for BTC and XRP, okay, guys? So ArcMastersCourse is where you want to go at gmail.com, right, guys? So right about here, and make sure to sign up now, because this, guys, the first week just started. That's the introduction, the orientation, all that good stuff. Get in now before all those seats are taken and forever gone, okay, guys? Anyway, so let's go ahead and make sure to get ourselves into the price action here. So let's see. Here's the peekaboo, man. Here's the peekaboo. We're looking right at that top end, okay, guys? Be very careful at this point. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5-minute time frame volatility. I'm sorry, actually, just volume itself. Oh man. Okay, guys, this is a make or break moment for price action on XRP. Take a look at the volume declining here, okay, guys, as we're continuing that upside. 3 minutes to close this bar here, and if I'm not mistaken, this is called the 3 white soldiers, and it is also a 3 rising methods formation that could bring temporary downside. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Why downside? And guys, you know what? I lost so many subscribers when I said, guys, this is going to be the opportunity for you guys. I said that we have a I think I said $4.61 inbound, and then I said the unique opportunity here is that we're going to be able to load up at around 198 or 199. Okay, so I lost a bunch of people because I expressed it that way, but I really meant it, man. If you guys did, for those of you that did stick around and watch the video and took this into consideration, well, you're in the fucking green. You know what I mean, guys? I'm not a person who pumps a stock. I'm not, or a coin. I'm not a person who uses, malpractices like that, guys. I am mathematical. I am algorithmic, and this is the way that I do things. Okay, guys, by systems. Okay, this is the way. And really remember this, guys. If this thing is reading downside, I will be very clean with you. Okay, it sounds like I'm being very super duper right now, but when this thing shows downside, I will likely be very aggressive until you get the fuck out for your short-term trades. Make sure to get that bag right there and reload the bottom side so you can continue on that trend to the upside. I know, guys. I know. So here we go. Careful, man. Breaking out. If this is a potential bull trap, we're going to identify the potential tops here using that head and shoulders. Okay, guys? So you remember the head and shoulders that we expressed towards the downside? If this thing breaks out and invalidates the head and shoulders, this is your target to the upside, and this could be the bull trap zone. 286. Now, I know that there's a few analysts inside of the chat right now that are actually waiting for me to actually tell them what it is that the target was that we were going to go to before the pullback. Guys, I know that you know, okay, but yes, it's still in play. I do think that it would be the 288 to 294, just like we spoke of 3 weeks ago, okay, guys? So if we can get that 288 to 294, that would be sort of it-ish, okay, guys? I wouldn't say, guys, if you're holding this, guys, remember this. There's a lot of people people who don't believe in day trading XRP. There's a lot of people who believe in just holding the asset because it's got to replace the SWIFT system and because of all the awesome things that it's going to do with its sister company, the XLM Technologies. Okay, so if that is the case here, if that is your play, then go ahead and take your profits. But I gotta tell you this, guys. I mean, we've been looking at this from 58 cents, telling you guys that it's gonna likely reach. Guys, you don't even know the targets I have to the upside, man. You know what? Let's go ahead and ask that. Let's go ahead and ask that. Do you guys want to know what targets I have for real to the upside? I'm talking about the speculative fucking targets that are gonna kill you, and you're probably gonna hate Arca, and you're gonna say, nah, this guy's full of shit. Throw the A's in the chat right now if you want to hear those hater ass targets that you want towards the upside. Let me get those A's. I'm not going to give it to you unless I get a fucking plethora of A's and a bunch of likes on this video and subscriptions. Unless I get that, I will not give it to you, man. Throw those A's in the chat right away if you guys want to hear those targets to the upside, man. Okay. All right. You guys win. We'll be able to look at it. Okay, so there is a massive amount of upside on this. Man, you know what? I actually went through this. I went through this analysis here. I'm going to take a sip of freaking water here, man, because this is going to be a mouthful for you. Man, that water tastes good. You guys ready for this, man? Because I'm going to tell you right now. Do not take this as any type of financial advice. Okay, guys? Do not use this as any type of financial advice. Take this as a word from an entertainer down in his studio inside of his home in Los Angeles, California. Okay, guys? Make sure to take it as just that and nothing else. Okay, guys? Because this, what we're about to talk about right now, should be completely fucking top secret, and we're about to allow it. We're about to allow it to about 150 of you right now, guys. Okay? So very good indeed. Another man. I'm actually getting hot and bothered talking about this live, guys. You ask anyone that knows me. Ask anyone that knows how long I've been in the markets. Ask them if they like when I talk about. Ask them if I like talking about these targets, man. You're gonna hear a lot of the times that the Arca doesn't chase squeezes. He doesn't fucking chase this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't speculate on price. But when there are fractals and when there are statistics leading towards that potential ridiculous ass target, I will say it out loud and I won't be afraid of it, guys. Just like I did a few months back when I said at around $260 that Tesla was likely below $200. Shit, man, my fucking entire family was threatened. You kidding me? That's why I don't say things like that all the time, but I'm going to put it out here right now, man. I don't care. We're going to put it out right now. And you know what? Institutions and whomever else is wanting to get short on this fucking asset, you're going to know now, man. You fuck around and you're going to find out, right? You guys are about to find out right now, man, what kind of power XRP has, dude. Oh my goodness, man. Let's do it. All right. Macro analysis, okay, guys? And this is macro analysis based on complete. Oh man, look at that chart. This is just. I'm going to continue right now, but just to let you know, this was last night's video. This was last night's video, giving you the target right here, guys. Okay, there we are. What did I say? Right, 288 to around 294. I'm sorry, I fucking didn't forget. I'm sorry, I forgot the exact targets, right, guys? But here we are. This is the zone where I think that it would be short-term take profit for the day traders, right? Reload, pick up some more XRP, right? This is gonna be more for the bag, right, team? Good deal. But we fucking made it. Right? Okay. Now let's get into the macro analysis. You're going to say, Arca, why is that huge green band there? What is this? That doesn't even look like it's rhyming with anything at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and take you down to a 2-week time frame, okay, guys? And we're going to really pull everything away from here, right? Just like this here. And I'm going to show you guys something, right? I'm going to show you guys something here. This is actually called an ascending triangle, right? So this ascending triangle has a resistance range, okay? So that resistance range is located between this area here of 328 to 193. I'm going to remind you of this too. The 193 target, it was actually 188 to 193. And that was that zone where many people were waiting for entry. For those of you who remember that video, good job, you got it. And also, I kept on getting the alerts and questions. Arca, are we still pulling back? Are we still pulling back to to your bottom side, 233? You're at 232, right? 228s. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? We're going up. We're going up. I was telling everybody to calm down. Just calm down. We're likely to bring it back down to 232. Right? That 232 target, that 233 target, we absolutely nailed. And where is it? Right here, guys. This is the chart that we looked at. This is the one where I set up here all the way at 253, wait up for that 233, right? So we caught it. And I noticed that some people you guys were very excited, and you were kind enough to put some comments on there saying, you know what, Arca, you fucking nailed it, man. You got that 233 bottom. It was so amazing. I can't thank you enough for the potentials. For the entry, right? I'm super stoked on that. I'm back right here, man. I don't know what the hell was going on with the connection, but we are here and we're good to go. All right, so congratulations if you got that. So still pertaining to the macro analysis, let's take a look at this. Oh man, I'm actually nervous giving you this information, man. I can't believe that it's happening. Okay, so top side targets, guys. There is a way to measure these triangles, okay? The way to measure the triangle is, first of all, your top side target is from the breakout zone, okay? The breakout zone, right, it would be right about here, above 198, and this would be your first area to continue towards the upside, right around there. I know it's tiny, right? We're gonna get closer here, right? I just want to give you I want you to know this, okay? I want you to know this little by little, okay? So patience here, okay, team, patience. All right, 198 was your support validation for continuation to the upside. How do we measure that damn thing, okay? The way we measure it is using a trend line, right? Right from the zone where we broke out, right about here. From that point, we measure that triangle like this, right? That would be your first take profit area. Then you put it at the top of the triangle, and this would be giving you a target of around right about here, around $8.23. That's your first target based on a macro analysis, okay? Now, what could we be doing as far as the upside target further? Now, 3 ways to measure your triangle, right? Number 1, you got to make sure that this triangle would be breaking out at around 60 to 70%, 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. That is your usual statistic, okay? And I got to say, too, that this is the only mathematical triangle that we have, right? This is the only one with mathematical properties. We got a hypotenuse, we got a fucking flat top, and everything is good, right? So now, the second thing that we got to look at is the center of the triangle. 50% of the triangle would arguably be around here-ish, right? So measure the top side all the way to the bottom side, and this gives you target number 2, right at this resistance here, right? We break the resistance, and this top side would actually land you right at about the 1548. Okay, guys, that 1548 target is the second one to observe. Now, there's one more, okay? But I'm not done. I'm not done after this one, okay? The third target, it actually has 2 different potentials, right? We have the room between this area and this area here. So that means that if you're talking about the space between 198 and about 331, right? So that's giving you here about $1.30 additional. So that means 15 to about 1630, okay, guys? So around 15 to 1630 is that top bound. Now, let's go ahead and take into consideration that final target using a trend line. Michael Payne, my brother, dude, thank you so much. During these upsides here, I want to make sure dude, hook someone up with a master's class. Thank you, my brother. Of course, dude, we are going to pay that absolutely forward, man. That's going to get somebody in here into the beginner's mentorship, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Michael Payne has been kind enough to add somebody into my master's course program. Okay, guys, I want you to go ahead and do this. Send me an email to ArcMastersCourse, right? This one right over here, right? And I'm gonna use the code, okay? It's gonna be the discount code PAYNE, Payne. Okay, guys, use that. Send me this for a chance to win your entry into the beginner's mentorship program, which already started here, okay? So we're in the introduction here. Make sure to send me an email at arcmasterscourse@gmail, and I will give one person the entry to that master's course for that donation here. He sponsored it, okay, guys? Sponsored and brought to you by Michael Payne himself, my brother. Thank you so much for that. Make sure to email me with the promo code PAYNE, Payne, okay, guys? That is the promo code for you to win that chance to get into the master's course, all right, team? Very, very good indeed. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you greatly. So now we got that last target from the triangle, okay, guys? What's that going to give us? That's going to give us a top side target of, guess what, right? That's now, guys. Oh, I can't even say it because like I'm like tripping out over here, okay, guys? But know that I'm not done. I'm not done. Do you see the target? You guys see the target? You guys see it? Okay. I'm not done. That's not the target. That target, team, is $110.75. Okay? And that is not it. I'm not done. Fuck. All right. This is going to require some fractal analysis now, okay, guys? Oh my goodness, man. I can't believe I'm actually saying this out loud. Dude, I think it's going to be 5 times the, I think it's going to be 5 times the market cap. I think this is going to go deeper. It's going to be a financial system all on its own. Yeah, no, I dead ass, man. I know. It's like putting this target together like this is fucking scaring me. So that, let's see. Dude, okay. Now, okay, I'm going to have to give you guys a little bit of math here, okay? All right, let's do it. Let's just screw all the bull crap and let's do it. Let's bring up a new chart. And I'm going to I already have it drawn out, but what I'm going to do here is give it to you step by step so that you know exactly what it is that I'm looking for, okay? And this revolves around several different stages, okay, guys? So let's do the first one. This is your phase 1 triangle, right? This is your phase 1 triangle. Let's color it something different so that we don't oppose the drawings, right? So it would be something like this. Phase 1 would be this, and your phase number 2 would be right here. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that these are fractals. They're mirrors of each other. Now, how is it that I know that they're mirrors of each other? Not by visual, by mathematics. Okay, so the way we do it is we measure the length. Okay, number 1 is measuring the length from phase 1 to the breakout right around this area here. And you're noticing here that this is around 1,300 days or 93 bars long, okay? Now, second phase is part of 2 different, the second phase has 2 stages of it, right? 2 segments. Now, segment number 1, just like we're starting here, you see this like weird little space here before it launches, this little weird stage here before it launches, right? Just like that, right? We'll take the measurement to the area before we started launching towards that upside. So right about here. This is the point here, but right down here, right? We started making that move up, just like here, right down here before we started making that move up. Take a look at that. 94 bars, 1,309 days. Wait up. In order for you to see the top side target on this, you're not gonna fucking believe it, okay? Let's measure again. Segment number 2. So it has this little weird area here before it pops up, right? This little weird area here before it pops up. This little weird area here before it pops up. You're starting to see the patterns, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take that dimension to the area where we just broke out of. Well, what do you know? What is it right there, guys? So we're right at around that same area. So we're at 100 bars, 1,400 days. So this is moving in series. These are exactly aligned, right? So now we know that this first phase is actually ×2 in here. It's actually a different speed. It's slowed down because we have a greater target, okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and continue the analysis here because that's not it. That's still not it. I'm just kind of catching you up with things here, okay? So we got the distances already done. So why don't we do this? Get rid of all this crap here, right? We'll get rid of that. Now the next thing to do is start measuring the very, very obvious things here. So if we know that every 1,300 days, this thing has a massive push to the upside, how big of a push to the upside is it though? Okay, so the first iteration that we got would be a push to the upside from, we're gonna use a monthly time frame in fact. The first bar on the monthly would be here. That first upside target led to a 7,000% move, okay? Now, we're gonna measure from this area here to around this area here, right? Let's go ahead and measure that pump in that zone right there. That's leading to around 600%. If you use this bottom side to that peak over there, that's leading to roughly around 800%, right? Let's do the same here. So the phase number 2 measurement, right? So let's go ahead and measure that phase number 2. Okay, so what do you know? We're measuring here to about 800% as well, just like we are at this one here, right? So if we are measuring 800%, holy shit, we're kind of rhyming, right? So this is like, we got the first pump, this is the first pump, back down, upside here, all that downside all the way down to this area here, all that downside all the way to this bottom side here, and we pump to the upside, and we're pumping to the upside, right? Interesting the way these things kind of rhyme, right? Okay, now we're noticing here that this 800% is equivalent to this 800% here. What would it be on this perspective? So that would mean that we would rise 7,036% from this point. Okay. So if that is the speculation here, then let's just, fuck around and find out. From this bottom side, 7,000% to the upside puts you, let's go, hold on. 7,036% puts you roughly, can I not catch it right there, man? Are you serious? I'm just going to leave it there for now. That puts you at $36, okay? We're not done. Hold on. The $36 is not that's not where I said wow. It's actually the next upside that I said wow. It's actually this upside here, right? So that next pump to the upside gave us, and I'm going to show you how geometrics say it's viable, okay? I'm not using this just based on measuring it. I'm actually using it validating with Fibonacci retracement, okay? So geometrics validate this. That would be an additional 2,384% jump to the upside from the pullback and continuation, which we just got, right? So remember, this is a different speed entirely. We're also within a new presidential election. We're also within the CPI and the PPI. We're also within a huge bull market. There's a whole bunch of different factors, but still rhyming. Okay, so if it is an additional continuation to the upside based on wherever this present moment is, let's just say that this would be the bar to take off. Let's just say, for example, that is the bar to take off, right? 7,036% led to this upside here. So we add 2,384 from that point. So 2,384. Hold on. Do you see what's going on? You're catching me? Man. Right about there. I'm just gonna leave it there, man. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Okay, so I know. Just hold on, because at 50 cents, it was actually around 42 to 48. When I released the video, it was 58 cents. When I said at 58 that this was running to $3 to $4, people fucking shat themselves and they fucking started unfollowing me for that shit, okay? Hold on, man. Hold on. Okay, so here is where things get interesting, though. Here's where shit gets weird. Okay, so what if we took a Fibonacci ratio retracement from that 800%? Phase one. Let's do it. Phase one retracement, 800% to the upside. Right? Actually, let's do it to this area here, right? That would take us to roughly the 1 spot 618 or the 2 spot 272, right in between, right here. That's right at the geometric mean, man. Okay, so number one, that's good. Okay, now, what happens when we add it to this 800%? So if we add it to that 800% too, then let's kind of catch that, right? Let's see what it does towards the upper bounds. So something like this here, right? And let's see what that measures. Okay. So we said $36 target to the upside, right? That would be the 7,000. What was it? 7,036% to the upside, and look at where it's landing. If it's landing right above, let me put it like this. You see that? It's in between the 2 spot 618 and the 2 spot 272. 2 spot 618, 2 spot 272. Right? Interesting, right? Okay. So now you're catching the geometric confluence as well. Okay, so now if we continue towards the upside, where does price action go to? Well, the first target that we talked about at $36, we got that top side. Additionally to that, we added 2,000% to the upside to see if we can get close to another geometric mean. So if we take a look at that geometric mean, that takes us to right about here, which is right at the 4 spot 236 Fibonacci ratio. So that is what I'm talking about here, team. We are right there. So these are not random targets. They are completely mathematical, and they are showing potential upside based on this. This was the second part to that video that I put out just about just about, I'd say 3-4 weeks ago. Okay, guys, 3-4 weeks ago. I think it was in August of 2024 that I said, XRP $1 target spotted. In that video, I disclosed that this could be $1 to $1.30 from around the 50-cent zone. So if guys, you don't understand the hate I got on that. They were saying this thing can't even break above 60 cents. People have been waiting here for 3 years, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Here's the problem with all that, with everybody that was talking about that team. Here's where I'm gonna. Okay, I know. It gets more and more speculative with this thing. Okay, guys, it just gets deeper and fucking more ridiculous. Because honestly speaking, my true target to this was actually around $238. It was the 50% between the 3-spot 272 and the 309, right at and the 3618 here. That's actually one of my more realistic targets, right? So the interesting thing is that this target here is actually the 50% of this range right in here. So it's just what math is leading me to kind of believe. Okay. Now, the other thing that could be the case here is volatility. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so I'm going to add linear volatility, the heat map right here, and I am also going to add stochastic momentum, right? Because these are the things that are usually looked at. Okay, so volatility in the monthly time frame. How is it that we can observe targets that XRP has never seen before and highs that it has never, ever been even thought of? Okay, because people said 3 years ago that this is going to go to $5, right? They were certain about it. I am not looking at $5, please, man. Okay, number one, in order for us to see unseen targets that are completely just a lunacy, right? And I'm really talking about, I don't like sensationalist targets like this either, guys. This is a sensationalist claim for sure. So know that, okay? Here's your signal. Here's your signal. Notice how volatility in linear has never seen, throughout the entire trading history of this asset, has never seen critical contraction below the 15%. This is monthly time. Each candle printed in here, these tiny little things, are 1 month long each. So this is something that has never happened in the history of XRP. On the monthly time frame, this has never seen this kind of contraction to the downside. So that usually means that the deeper the contraction level is, the bigger the explosion is of volatility up or down. Okay? It just so happens that this volatility spike happened right, let me show you. Right at this red line. Now let's hone in at this red line and find out where that is, because guys, that shift was not when price action went up. This tells me someone knew something. Look at what price was doing when that signal fired. You see that? Right here. Now, how did Arca know that this was potentially going to bust out at around to around $1? That volatility spike on price action. You see the top here? You guys remember when I signaled the entry at 58 cents? That was it. The volatility metric giving us that huge explosion towards this, that's unseen. You're not just, things don't just do this by themselves with a red bar. That just doesn't happen. Okay, that doesn't happen like that, okay, guys? So, the monthly time frame would give you this massive explosion, which, by the way, we're still massively expanding in, and this thing is just, it's completely erect. Like, the upside on this stochastic momentum is inside of what's called the bullish control zone, and not only that, it is also inside of the gravitational pull. So when it is inside of this gravitational pull, it is likely for it to get pulled to further upside. And one more thing to observe, okay? One more thing to observe. This was the previous all-time high in stochastic momentum before it, right here, guys. This was the jump. That was the jump of 7,000%. You see what I'm saying? This right here, volatility, when it went from this bottom side to spiked all the way up to this area here, that was 7,000%. That was priced from 2 zeros and 6.4 all the way to freaking 43 cents. That was that spike. Okay? So stochastic momentum is now above this high here. We are now officially breaking out and in clear skies. That's your first indication that there is nothing to potentially stop this ever. Look at this. Monthly time frame Stokes breaking out of this. No, man. Hell no. This is absolutely monstrous. This is just monstrous. Okay, guys, this is macro time bull. Okay, all right. So let's continue. Bi-monthly time frame. Take a look at that spike up. Look at this, guys. And if we're going to use mathematics against this, let's pull it up. Let's do it. Let's see what it's got for us. Here we go. Let's pull up the data cells from. I think I'm actually going to use. Is this my dated one? Yeah, this is my dated one. Let me go ahead and use the upgraded one instead, team. I'm going to use ABT data cells, right? So that's going to be the more upgraded one, which is also a free. Open source indicator when you join the Arca Bulls trading team. Okay, guys, just go down into the ABT scripts and you can copy it and slap it right into your trading view. It is all yours, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at data cells and see what this mathematical upside can lead to. Okay, so bi-monthly time frame is actually giving you such a small little difference here. 47 cents, man. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that upside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the quarterly time frame here and see what's up. That gives us still in volatility, massive upside. Okay, I'm not stopping there. 5-month time frame. Oh, damn. Still upside. Oh, damn. Still upside. Let's go to the 6-month upside and upside. Damn. Okay. So I'm going to assume that we have about a year's worth of upside. And we just got that closure of the year. So let me see if we can see anything deeper into maybe a 9-month time frame, right? Okay, 9-month time frame, I can see it. What about a 10-month time frame? 10-month time frame and 11-month time frame. Let's see. Okay, so this thing is not even reading the potential upsides that it can give us. Okay, guys, so that means that it's giving us. I'm gonna start it right from the last iteration that gave us 60 cents. Okay, so this is what I'm reading here. The current ATR top. So 2-month, we're gonna go to the 5-month. Okay, so it would be 6-month time frame is giving us 69 cents, 70 cents, right? So if we are going to multiply this, how would that be? Let me go ahead and take a look at my, let's do this here. I have one that's going to be the 2-month. We're going to make some math out of this, guys, and we'll figure it out here together. So we have 6 months, 7 months, 8 and 9, 10 and 11 months of upside, right? So that would be, from which one? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be roughly around 5. And that would also be to the annual time frame, which would be about 6. Okay, so 6 would give us so 6 would give us roughly about a $4 to $5 increase based on the thing is that I would say anywhere between $5 and $8 because the partitions would actually increase in size as they continue because volatility cascades, right? So time is what I'm trying to utilize here to give us an addition, right? So it would be roughly around 0.38% deviation and continuation. So if that is the case, then I am looking at, could it be in the 900s already? So holy crap. Yeah, smoke. Oh yeah, did you for real? You calculated that? Smoke. People can hear you. Speak up.
No, I did not calculate that. I got that from you.
Okay. Oh, I see. So yeah, from me you calculated, or you saw 944. Okay. So for me, right, I'm calculating the potential for the breakout on the year. So that would be the open of the annual or the 6-month bar from 208. I'm getting about $6 to $7. So that would be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm looking. Guys, it's $8. That's the it's roughly $8 that we're looking at. So the breakout target to $8 is actually the one that we just observed. That we just put that target to the upside. Hold on. Right here. $8.23. There's our resistance. Do you guys remember looking at this right here? The way that we did this was measuring the breakout out of the triangle right here from the breakout candle This is the distance from the triangle here, and we put it towards the upside, and it gives us the target of $8.23. So we just mathematically put together the averages from a 6-month time frame into 11 to 12 months and calculated the differences by adding each month to each other and adding about a 32%, a 0.32% deviation to them. That gave us about an $8 target as well. So in the more, I guess in the closer time frame, that's the thing, right? Is the speed. The rate of change would be the thing to kind of calculate here too. So yeah, I'm catching about $8.23 when though. Like next week. I'm not, if math, this is mathematics, guys. We're talking about using math against psychological components, and that's very hard to do. Okay, that may not be accurate, but okay, here I'm gonna say this out loud, and please just think of Arca here as a fucking clown, and just Arca the clown, right? Just think of it like that. Don't think of me as the statistical analyst. Don't think of me as the trader, but the target of about $100, right? Is I thought that was the target to give us the potential top side of the monthly bar that actually we use to rip, right? So this is what I mean. Check this out. Okay, in the phases, we're gonna use the phases instead. Let me go to here and let me put the monthly time up, right? And I'm gonna show you something. This is where things get really messed up. Okay, so this took 1, 2, and 3 months to create that upside of 7,000%. So far, we have built an upside worth about 500%. So 500%, it would be, it's slightly different, right? Well, actually, no, right? So 500% would be located right here. So if you're looking at this range here, that's kind of halfway there, right? So that means that on this month, the third one, there could have been continuation towards the upside, right? Okay, well, check this out. We're on the third one right now, and we're busting up. Okay, hold on. So, if we are busting out on the third one, which, by the way, the third month here was the one to break out of the all-time high. And where are we right now, man? On the third month. About to bust over the all-time high. Holy shit. Wait up. That means, guys, that means that there is potential to see this massive explosion to around $36 like this month. It's fucking over. My career's over. I'm done. I don't even know why I just said that, but it's just fractals are fucking doing it, guys. I don't trade like this. I don't do that. Oh, fuck. Okay, so you just heard it, guys. You heard it here. You heard it here. Fuck the shorts and whatever else you want to hear. Fucking apes together strong and fucking diamond hands or whatever. All the shit that I don't believe in, right? So, yeah, I just said that out loud. Potentially this month, there could be, $30-something target. Motherfucker, I don't even know why. All right, guys. So whatever that is, let me know in the chat below if there is some type of what the fuck is it? What is going to take this to that target in the first place? Who's going to say anything more bullish than what is it? What's going to take it? Please, guys, because you know that I don't practice too much of fundamentals. That's not my thing. I use macro data. I don't use too much of the company-specific things unless there's a CEO change, unless there's an acquisition or partnership, a forced share buyback, forced share recall, 14 fucking G's maybe, 13, 13 G's or 13 F's maybe. That's... So, okay, Trump, the lawsuit will end. And tomorrow the SEC's last day to get the court. Oh. Pro crypto administration is also a thing. Northwest, appreciate you, buddy. Anna saying the fundamentals are amazing. Okay, all right. So chat saying hang in there. So check out the Brad post on X. So you see, Japan banks going all in on XRP. That's right. I did mention that in one of my videos. Japan. Yeah, we have adoption. We have adoption abroad. ISO. Okay. Let's see. Appeal will happen tomorrow because fucking Arca said so. Says Super Cats. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay. All right. That's all I need to know. SEC already said they're keeping the lawsuit going. When did they say that? Is that true, guys? The crypto ball is this Friday, says Loretta. Okay. All right. And Philip is saying full fucking port. All right. So man. Okay, guys. All right. So I'm gonna get your biases right now. So we're going to create a poll and we're going to kind of gauge us here as a type of we're going to use ourselves as the indicator, all right? Let's see. We're going to say this. Is $36 bullshit? Yes or no? Start the poll. Go ahead and submit your votes right now and let me know what you think. All right, Senor Pennington is actually giving us the, let's see, United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. So let me go ahead and open that up as well. Guys, while I open this up, make sure to submit your votes right now and let me know if that $36 target is actually, is it feeling like bullcrap to you or what do you think, right? So this, Pennington actually just shared this with us, right? So check this out, guys. Give it a quick little read here. Stipulation regarding use of deferred appendix. It is hereby stipulated, consented, and agreed by and between the undersigned counsel for the parties of the parties will file a deferred appendix for this appeal and cross appeal pursuant to Fed. You know who it is, right? So okay. Let's fucking go. Oh my goodness, man. Can somebody speak English for me here today? Immediately get behind the mic. Anyway. Pennington, thank you so much. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the votes are actually coming in as we have this going, right? So look at this. Okay, guys. So we have 88% sentiment saying that the target is no thus far. So let's go ahead and give this just a couple of minutes left, right? Just a couple of minutes here before we can just kind of end that, just before we can end the poll, okay, guys? Guys, please do me a strong, huge favor right now, and let's get this video to 100 likes. There's no way we have 2 more likes to hit 100 likes in this video, man. Come on. I love you guys, bro. Thank you guys so much for participating with the Arca Bulls trading team, guys. We are almost there. Make sure to hit that one more like, guys. Just one more. We crossed the resistance, man. Just like we're crossing that resistance on the XRP asset, guys. This is absolutely amazing, man. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. So you know what? While we go ahead and collect some more votes here for the XRP $36 target bullshit or not poll, we're going to go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol XLM. Okay, guys, of course, that is the technology here that would be used to replace the SWIFT system, if I'm not mistaken, right? So please go ahead and correct me in the chat if that's actually an incorrect thesis. Okay, guys, is that what we're using? Are we using the XLM technology here to replace the SWIFT? Is that what it is? So now Bank of America uses XRP 100% like before in 2021, says Bert. Dude, there's massive adoption everywhere then. Okay. So Loretta saying thank you. You're the best. You're very welcome, Loretta. No problem. I am happy here. I'm happy to help. Right. So, okay, screw it. Let's take a look at XLM. Hey, baby. You okay? Okay. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. That was just I have my 5-year-old right behind me, right? He's kind of hanging out here. So let me... Hold on, let me go ahead and have you say that one more time. Sorry, say that again, bro.
XRP's got to get to $19.20 to match Bitcoin's current market cap.
$19.20 to match Bitcoin's current market cap, guys. So that's wow. You guys are hearing that correctly, team. So that's roughly the target that we can kind of expect, that we can kind of expect the XRP asset to run into if we wanted to kind of match the market cap of the BTC asset, guys. That's enormous. So are we getting close to? I haven't actually seen the BTC all time. Actually, let me take a look at that right now. Let's find out where that is right now. I want, because we were at the biggest run, we were at around 2.8 trillion or something like that. I think it was. Let me see.
Yeah, what I found was 1.92 trillion right now.
1.92 trillion. Okay, you know what? Let me. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at that chart, and that would be right here. Crypto cap. Yeah, we're at 192 trillion. Resistance is roughly at about 1.93 trillion as we speak, guys. The highs that we experienced when we reached that what was the 108,000 BTC right about here. Right about here. That was the 108,393 Bitcoin. That was actually worth right at about 2.15 trillion, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So the thing is that it would match it around this point here, but what would be the rate of change? The thing is that if XRP goes up, that would be kind of I would think that BTC would also kind of continue towards that upside too, or they would be assisting each other in some way. It literally feels like it's going to be 1 and 2, right? Replacing fucking Ethereum too, man. It feels like it has that in its power. So if it is the case, then the rate of change to the upside from BTC's market cap would also have to factor into the rate of change upside on XRP's market cap. So technically speaking, if you're saying $19, how many times is that from price now? We're at 2. How many X?
So it's basically a little under 10.
So
we're at 280, so it's probably like 8 something.
So if we were to kind of guess the rate of change at a factor of 2, then it would probably be 16. So then 16, that would put us at a 3.3 at a 3.3, dude, wow, at a 3.3 trillion capitalization on BTC, which would be, holy shit. Hold on. Is that true? 3.3 trillion would be up here. Hold on, let me see what that is in a percentage base. That would be about, that is not unrealistic, actually. Dude, that's a 73% gain. So 73% gain from current price, right? That would lead, oh shit, dude. Yeah, I think that would be 200K maybe. 73.43%. Yeah, dude, 168,000 BT. Dude, that doesn't even sound like it's too far out of the question, actually. So 168,416. If I would, guys, this kind of upside here would be realized maybe by November to April next year. So that it would be next November into April of 26. So sorry, this November, right? In like 11 months to April of 26. That's the potential upside on that. So if we have this, what is that equivalent? Oh man, I can't even quantify that for XRP. Let me see.
Oh wait, what?
I wanted to quantify that for XRP because it's the
73% move.
Yeah, 73% move. BTC would be equivalent to what on XRP from current price? Because of the, there's a deviation based on, or there's a, yeah, you know what I mean. Because of the valuations being so different. XRP current market cap, at least on the the crypto cap here, is sitting at about where is it? There it is, 162.21 billion. So 73 or 74% upside.
It'd be like 80. No, it wouldn't be 80. It'd be higher than 80. It'd be like 100 billion more.
100 billion more. Okay, so 100 billion
260,
more.
So fully diluted. It'd be exactly almost a fully diluted market cap.
Holy shit. The Simpsons are
'cause
correct.
it'd be 70, 75 would be 120 billion. 73, so you back that down 2%. What is that? That's like fucking 117, 118.
118% up from the.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no, 118 billion up market cap.
and can you give me the equivalent percentage base from the current
divided
price?
by 100 billion. So it'd be.
I'll put the measurement in.
That'd be over 3, right? So that'd be fucking $3.50.
$3.50 would lead.
Yeah, probably closer to 4.
Well, that would be the split between the 1 spot 272 and 1 spot 618. I don't know that is actually making sense. So fucking if we're doing $50,000 of BTC for the exchange of $3.20 upside, that percentage base would I don't know that that's actually making sense. That would be 59% upside on XRP present price. I think that this is going to be fundamental. I think that this is going to be the mathematics on this are probably going to start multiplying based on FOMO, not based on the true number. I think the rate of change will be it would be based on sentiment. Holy shit, dude. Because those targets that you're talking about, I already have kind of in line here. 1 spot 272, 334 to about $6.52, which would be the just a little bit of a peekaboo towards the upside is your $8 zone, which is the breakout of the triangle. From the hypotenuse to the horizontal top, that the distance between there at the 65% to the apex of the triangle, that would lead towards the $8 target. So I think that it would be times 2 whatever you're talking about. So dude, that's actually making me believe that we would be increasing speed by a factor of 2 times your answer. So that would be this equivalent to $8, right? That first upside. So 57 times 2, that would that would be your 17%, 118, whatever the shit that is. 118% top side times 2 times that. And then I don't know where the fuck we're going. And I don't know what the fuck that's going to do to BTC, because I have a feeling that this is going to move in a factor of 2 to BTC's upside at 168. So meaning 118 times maybe 2 times or 3 to lead into the $10 target, into maybe 10 to $15, I guess, in some way. I don't know how the fuck this is going to be valued, dude. But remember that this
also starts running like that, you're going to have a lot of idiots swapping their Bitcoin for XRP.
That's what I'm thinking. And here's the other thing too. Make it
run harder.
Yeah. So here's the other thing too, is that if we continue towards the upside in that kind of factor, then the upside would be it would be by global exchange too. It would be global open interest. It wouldn't just be local. It wouldn't be American based, because we're getting adoption worldwide. So that's something to kind of consider here too. I mean, I know that we're playing the same thing in stocks as well. So Pennington is saying, wait till everyone realizes that the solution of the BTC's security budget problem is to just sell your BTC for XRP. Dude, that is insane. And that would be, it would be such an interesting topic to even go into. But, what about the people that are holding it from fucking $100 BTC? This would be a faster rate of change. You're going to be going 2 times the speed if you take all that money from $100 BTC. Fucking $20 million into $3 of XRP could double fucking in a month. Oh, shit. All right, so I'm just putting out some weird speculations here, guys. You guys said a bunch of A's in there so that we can speculate heavy as fuck for the XRP asset, okay, guys? So just know that I mean well, and I absolutely mean for your safety to be the primary concern here, okay, guys? So yeah, just please be very careful here, team, okay? I want you to think carefully as you acquire the asset here, team, okay? Because I know that this is at present tops, guys. Of course, we're gonna get just as little bit of a pullback here from those highs. As you dollar cost average into this, okay, make sure not to over leverage and just let them rip it. That's gonna be up to you guys. Don't let me give you the answers here for potential continuation. So, and actually, some of my analysts here are seeing a potential $15 target by even 2030, right, guys? So I think that this has potential to run big. Okay, guys. So in my solutions based on math, it's actually it would be 500 times the speed of that, really. But if it's moving at the rate that it was moving prior to this huge pump, then statistics would then be invalidated. But I'm sorry, statistics would be validated for it to run into those upper bounds. In fact, the math is suggesting $36 within the month. So that's what, and it seems unrealistic for me to even say that or think of it. Dude, I am not that person. I am not the person here to really think of this thing really making a kind of volatility move like that. Like oh my God. You know what I mean? But it's just math saying it. And if it's saying it, I gotta kind of practice it too, right? So, man. So anyway, guys.
When does that XRP ETF go live?
Guys, that's a good question. Team, YouTube chat, let me know when the XRP ETF goes live. So that would be what is it again? The USDH or what was it again?
I'm looking it up now.
It was fucking, let's see, BTC rules. I'm no XRP maxi, even though 78% of my portfolio. Waiting for approval by end of month, I think. That's what Pennington is saying. So I think that would be correct as well.
That's going to give it a boost. Fucking JP Morgan priced in $8 billion going into that as soon as it opens. JP
Morgan priced in $8 billion going into that. Yeah. Oh shit. XDC, please, says Philippe. Let's see, RLUSD. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So James Flowers is saying RLUSD already went live. Buddy, hold on. Is that true, guys? Let's see. BlackRock will file
this
for
is
XRP
on Bitstamp.
ETF.
This is not. This. I'm not talking about Bitstamp. I'm talking about fucking on an exchange, man. Not talking about like a crypto exchange. I'm talking like regular exchange.
Right, and remember that. Remember also that we were talking about the Robinhood.
Yeah, like
Robinhood is set to
NASDAQ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like listing on a NAS or something like that, of course. But we were also talking about XRP getting I was just about to say it. Fucking they dude, I blanked out. I was supposed to tell you guys this, and I fucking forgot it. I'm gonna find out no matter what. But let me give XLM a quick little price update here. That looks marvelous, man. Damn. That formation on the 12-hour of the XLM does not suck, and it also doesn't suck 2 times. What? Because of this huge ass invert hurtly. Holy crap, man. In some way, shape, or form, this was also like one huge ass, wedge breakout or even a channel breakout. So if that, if that's giving us some potential upside here, then damn, bro. Okay, macro targets XLM. Speculation time continues. All right, let's calculate it. Right, so here we go. This would be your potential regression. Right, let's go ahead and take this to the downside like this. Give this topside target of about a 69-cent range. So naturally speaking, the resistance based on this macro formation would be right at about this point here. Right? So looking at 63.8 to about 69.2. Now, if we get another formation here, because I know you guys are going to be looking at this as like your W formation, right? it really is kind of a speculative formation on this, right? So let's go ahead and take that, the measurement here for the implied target and give ourselves that potential run, right? So this would be a target located roughly at about 54 cents. So this is potentially indicating that there is a breakout to look out for. So the actual targets to this based on raw price would actually be about 55 XLM. I'm sorry, guys. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, guys. I thought my chart was tripping out for a second. Dude, come on, man. Here we go. There we go. So we're going to look at this range, right? The zone of potential take profit XLM could be 53... Yeah, so that could be 531,003 to about 546,001, right about that area there, okay, guys? So 53 to 54 cents could be that zone. So if that really is the case, then this could be getting ready. This could be getting ready for a macro breakout pretty soon. I'm not saying that it is going to happen or that it isn't going to happen. It's just that there are validations that can and maybe will take into place here. So if it is the case that we're catching downside I'm going to say this with complete discretion and no math applied into this, right? But as you guys finish up voting the poll, right, submitting your votes for the poll, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the analysis here in a discretionary fashion. So pullback on this bar would actually, I would find it relative to pull back to around 453,006 to about 445,847. Okay, so that would be your 45 to 45 and a half ish to 44 and a half ish, right about there. Okay, so this could be the zone here to pick up long on XLM. And if we do have upside continuation XLM, then let's take a look at volatility versus momentum. The profile should be given to us like maybe from a 4-hour time frame as continuation. Yeah, check it out. So we have massive upside continuation on that stochastic momentum with a huge volatility spike on the 4-hour time frame. 6-hour time frame getting us a nice volatility spike as well. Upside Stokes, 8-hour time frame, nice upside there. Of course, breaking out of the moving average on volatility, right? 12-hour time frame, same situation. And let's see what the day says. All right, so the daily time frame, of course, we just got that open, right, 4 hours ago. So I definitely would love to see the close of this present daily bar so that it can give us a further upside read here, right? So as of now, I'm gonna say that we have just about a day's worth of upside price action, right? So day's worth of price action. Let's go ahead and open up the data cells here and find out what that could be through mathematics, right? So we have let's see, about a day's worth of ATR could be around 4 cents. So this thing opened up the day about here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents. That actually would be 46 cents resistance. This thing came up to 47.1. So fair enough, right? So now this would be consolidation time. Pick up the bulls here. Let this thing kind of take a break and reload. So if this thing opens up the next daily bar at around 45 cents, that would give us an additional 5 cents by volatility increase. So I think that 50 cents here is in line, guys. So that would be equivalent to your local high of 486,195 by potentially tomorrow's daily open. Okay, guys, so that would be I think it's 4:30 or 5 p.m. Pacific time where the daily and crypto open new. Okay, so yeah, I do think that there's a continuation to the upside. For the immediate short-term time frame, expect a little bit of downside here, some more consolidation, sideways trading while we kind of recoup from this massive shock to the upside, and then we would actually continue that upside based on the mathematical return. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put down the receipts right above here. Guys, please remember to sign up, subscribe to the channel, right? Make sure to give us that little bit of a push here so that we can have the algorithm kind of focus in on the Arca Bulls team, right? That's always a very important thing for us, and it also could help us, guys. So now answer me this question, guys. Have I been live the entire time, or did I break out, or am I still good here? Right? So because I feel like at some point I actually left the stream, but I think I'm still good. Am I actually still, Smokey, you still hear me? Smokey, you there? Or options, you guys hear me, Pennington? I want to make sure that I'm still here. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Jen.
I can hear you.
Thank you, buddy. All right, guys. So, yeah. All right, so I think, guys, that this is an interesting moment here for XLM and XRP. Okay, guys, now you know the potential loading zone here for XLM, which I'm also going to just kind of put down as a screenshot for the Arca Bulls trading team. I'm going to put it right in here in the chat. So this would be right about here. I'll add it to the Arca's plays of the week a little bit later, and then the rest will be over. Okay, guys. So remember that I said, guys, that I'm going to choose one person here to join the Arca Bulls trading. I'm sorry, the Arca Bulls trading team private Discord for one free month. So go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right now if you would like to gain access to that one free month for the Arca Bulls trading team, guys. Go ahead and throw them. Rip the chat open right now with all those A's so that I can randomly choose that one super duper lucky person to win that membership, right, guys? Please make sure to hit that A on your phone or on your keyboard so you can get a chance to win that free month in the Arca Bulls trading team. Okay, guys, keep them coming, man. Let's go. Right, so who's gonna win it, man? Who's gonna win it? Who is gonna win it? All right, guys, and I am done. I chose it already, man. I already chose it, and we're gonna find out who it was that won that. Then we're gonna find out who won that membership. Okay, guys. So let's see who it is. All right. So, guys, I want to go ahead and let you know that the poll is gonna end in about 5 seconds. Okay. So let's give this thing 5 seconds to end, and we are gonna give this a final push. Right. So give it. Submit your votes, guys. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let's finish off that poll now. Okay, guys. Suck my balls. All right, so we actually have 75% of the sentiment in here saying no to $36 being bullshit. Wow. Okay, man, out of 124 votes. Nice. So that's a clear indicator, man. That's a pretty damn interesting, if I do say so myself. Man, wow. Gar, I love you, buddy. So now for the winner, right? So I have chose the one super duper lucky person in here, man. And that lucky winner is actually going to be Bert6572, man. Get your butt in here. And I'm going to go ahead and give you that. Just make sure, go to the description below, brother. Go into the description below and hit the Arca Bulls Discord team, right? Make sure to hit that link, and you will be added right into the Arca Bulls trading team for a free month, my bro. Really appreciate you coming by. I absolutely love it, man. And if you guys already sent the email for that super lucky winner with promo code PAIN, you are going to win the free mentorship program, guys. So if you didn't send it already, I'm going to give you one more shot to send that email to ArcMastersCourse, right? That was my boy, Michael Payne, endorsing one person for the Masters course. So make sure to send ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com the promo code PAIN saying that you want to win that mentorship program. Okay, guys, make sure that that's done here before I get to that email, or else. All right, guys, so make sure to visit the description below, and that is where the Discord team is, right? So now, Bert, when you are there, make sure to say in the Arca Lounge, right? Make sure to say that you are Bert from YouTube, and I will validate your identity. All right? Kick you in the butt, guys. Not a problem, Bert. I got you, buddy. We got you completely, man. So, guys, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off tonight. If you haven't subscribed, please do so immediately, right? So let's go ahead and kind of finish this off so we can get into the market prep inside of the Arca Bulls trading team. The party continues to put the plays together, right, guys? All right. So make sure to come on by to the Arca Bulls trading team, guys. I will be streaming there in just about a few minutes so we can continue on taking over the freaking world, team. Love you all very much. And I will talk to you guys very soon, man. All right. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot express to you, man, how much you can't fucking buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night, and I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.